What is a strange experience you've had that you'll never forget?
My husband was away for a month but was able to come home twice. I am a stay at home mom to our two kids, 6 and 8. They started to complain at night about hearing stuff and getting cold and scared, to the point my oldest ended up sneaking to sleep in her brother's room. I was thinking they were missing daddy or something, so we told them at night if they get really scared to just hop in bed with me and we can call daddy. I even went as far as checking their rooms each night for them, closet and such, but never found anything. After 2 weeks of it getting worse, both kids started having horrible dreams and refusing sleep. I started letting them sleep in our bed every night. The three of us were so tired all the time, and my youngest kept getting angry to the point of throwing and breaking stuff. Very out of the norm for him, and no, his father doesn't do it either. I was worried, so my husband was able to get a day off and come home, and that was the first night we all got some sleep. He chalked it up to the kids' imagination. But I don't know. Just something struck me as odd. I was suicidal almost out of nowhere. My son started getting angry over the smallest of things, and he had even begun to lose a little bit of weight and had dark circles under his eyes. Again, husband chalked it up to not sleeping and imagination. But things were really getting worse. 3 nights after he had to go back to work, that's when it happened. The kids were in my bed sleeping. I need to give you an idea of the layout. We live in a ranch-style home, and you can get to the master bedroom straight from the kitchen, no hall. I always keep the light on over the sink, and it illuminates quite a bit. So if my bedroom light is off, the far wall of my room is lit up. I was asleep but thought I was awake. In my dream, I was facing the lit-up wall and woke up in my dream to see a shadow of a tall man in my bedroom doorway, and I was terrified. He smiled and then lunges and grabbed my leg and started dragging me. I woke up screaming on the floor with a sharp pain on my head from where it had hit on the side of the nightstand hard enough that there was blood. I had death grip on the sheets like I was fighting to not be dragged. And my leg hurt really bad. But I didn't think about that as much because I was trying to calm the kids down and rushing to the bathroom to grab a towel. While in there, my son is standing in the doorway and keeps looking out of the bathroom and nodding. He looks at me and looks half asleep and says, "He's angry with you, Mommy." Very proper-like and much more adult. But what caught my notice was the no lisp that is constantly present. He simply turns around and climbs back in the bed and goes to sleep, while my daughter is sitting beside me, calming down from sobbing. I ended up having to go to the hospital and get 9 stitches on my head, and the doctor pulled me aside and asked if I needed help. I was really confused until she asked about my bruises and she pointed them out. I had vibrant handprint bruises on one ankle and the calf of the same leg. And she asked if my husband dragged me from bed and if I was being abused. I had to lie, saying that the bruise happened earlier that day with my non-existent brother catching me from falling out a boat. I was just so freaked out, and my daughter was as well. My husband came home as fast as he could while me and the kids stayed at a friend's house for 2 days before he got there. The longer we stayed away from the house, the better my son got and the less dark my head was.